So I've lived in this neighborhood for 20 years. I've seen it do its ups and downs, and you know, I would like to see it stay on a positive. And you know, we're really focusing on revitalizing downtown, and I find that, you know, it's quite embarrassing when you come through Nicole Street, you know, everywhere from the Days Inn, and drive down in it, you just see it looks so dilapidated and uncared for, and it really isn't making for a nice, bright, fabulous, refreshing gateway to Nanaimo.
I think it's important when people come into Nanaimo that this is one of the first streets they enter, and it's quite dull. I think color is important. We have a lot of rundown buildings that could be easily fixed up, and lots of open spaces that could be used as a canvas for local artisans, or, you know, even graffiti on a certain level. I think open canvas, open creativity.
Definitely art. Every city and every community needs more art in it. Things there, people walk by, it's subtle. Sometimes they don't even realize how it makes them feel, but more often than not, it gives good vibes, it makes people happy. It also eliminates tagging, especially spray paint art. It's like an unwritten rule with the graffiti culture that if you have another spray paint artist, you never tag their work. So it's a big improvement that way as well.
More green space, more plants, more murals. Everybody comes here. We've got people from the north end that come through here just because they're all stressed out. They come here and they get totally relaxed because of the murals. But I'd actually like to see it go further all through town. Not just in lanes, but side of buildings would be nice.
It's bringing all the stakeholders within the community together and be as much on the same page as we possibly can. This area has so much potential. It has so many artists, of course people of Native heritage that contribute to this neighborhood. I think it is really a melting pot of the city of Nanaimo. And with these cultures, they bring so much to the table that we can grow on and celebrate.
One thing I would do to change this area would be to do more urban infill, some sort of form of temporary infill like gardens or pop-up markets or food trucks, that kind of thing, and more creativity in the neighborhood to sort of help to revitalize it again.
My one idea to improve the Nicole Street terminal area is to park it. Park the cars, turn the green spaces greener by turning them into parks, and park it. Come on out, folks, sit down, relax, and enjoy.
I would definitely turn this into a slower traffic area, and it has so much potential here. This is a beautiful area. There's old houses, there's ocean view. And it's being destroyed by this highway coming through here.
Okay, so I think that the key to improving the downtown, especially Nicole Street and Terminal Avenue, would be to have a more pedestrian-friendly environment where people can come and hang out and sort of interact with places rather than it being so traffic-heavy. I also think having a more active community down here would be a really important feature.
Honestly, I am an avid cyclist, so I would love to see more cycling and pedestrian crossways, whether that's across and along Nicole or throughout the neighborhood. There's some existing cycling lanes, for example, that actually go through, but they don't feel safe yet. So either having a curb or some sort of division, or even having like the green lane painted on the street itself would be really, really wonderful to see, not only along those existing designated bicycle lanes, but in more of them, because there's not enough. There's not enough in the South End, downtown, Harewood.
Something else that would help would be making it part of a bike route, helping people to understand that it's a really great way to travel the city without going on some of the more busy streets, and to help people understand too that it's a fabulous walking route, because as I see, I look down the streets and I see the rows of trees and I see the funky houses and the really fabulous people that live in the area.
One of the things about Terminal is I cycle along here to get to the office, the Green Party office. It's a dangerous street to cycle on, and I don't know what they could do, like in terms of widening the sidewalks and creating, you know, some cycle accessibility, or if you're able to cycle on other streets and then get across easier, that would be a good thing.
Number one is listening to the fantastic community ideas. The vision and the passion that's expressed here today is really inspiring. And my next great idea is to elect a federal government that's a strong partner for those communities, that wants to invest in public transit, in bicycle paths, and will be a real partner with community organizations and local governments to put this vision in place, because we need it for community and for climate change and for local economy.
I think that, yeah, the sense of community here is very important. There's a lot of beautiful, skilled, talented people in the downtown Nanaimo area, and having a place where they can meet and connect and share their ideas, be passionate about developing the neighborhoods, and yeah, sharing their art and following through and starting a business and taking a chance that way.
What we've heard expressed from members of the actual community is a space, a meeting space that we could all come together, so that we have a space that people from the diverse areas of this neighborhood can exchange ideas, can, you know, learn from each other, that can have a space that they can call their own.
Definitely, and it could bring in different groups, different interests, whether it's a space to lead and coordinate events from, for people to connect and meet for the first time, because that's really what we want to see, is encouraging people to use this area outside, be more visible, be more public, and to understand where they can go to find that information to connect to one another and build our community to be even better than it already is.
Developing a sense of pride and community within, you know, would kind of speak volumes to any kind of revitalization. Because once people beautify an area and fix it up, then there's generally a better sense of pride within the public at large. And people tend to respect things a little bit better. Nobody can do it alone. It takes a community, right? So hopefully this event is going to, you know, kind of kickstart people into, you know, taking more pride and getting proactive. So that's about all I have to say for that. Thank you.